Be familiar with how you can do that. First thing you want to do is to look at each given equation in your name collection box and figure out what it equals. Then you want to look for a pattern in the answers. The answer that happens the most often is most likely the name in the box. Make sure to remember to write the name in the box. Then you need to cross off any of them that don't belong within that box, and finally you need to add more names. Here you can really be creative. Try adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing in all different combinations. You can break the number up into its place value. Example, 53 is 50 plus 3. You could try thinking about it in terms of money or time. You can think of other common measurements, like there's 12 inches in a foot, or there is 100 centimeters in a meter. You can draw pictures, or you can think of common words that mean numbers. For example, dozen means 12, decade means 10 years, century is 100 years, ton is 2,000. So you can use those words as well. Let's try to solve this one together. First thing it told me to do was to figure out the name of each individual equation. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 5 is 35. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5, that's another 35. 3 times 10 is 30, plus 5 is 35. Are you starting to notice pattern here? Half an hour is 30 minutes. And then 40 minus 5 is 35. So you want to look for the number that happens the most often. Obviously 35 happens several times for us. So our name collection box is focusing on that number 35. We want to cross off the ones that don't equal. Well, 35 is not really 3 plus 5, so we're going to cross that one off. And half an hour is close, but not 35. The last thing we need to do is to add some more. Remember, you can add, subtract, multiply, divide, think of money, all of those things. So if I want to do money, I could do something like dime, 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 nickel. That'd be 10, 20, 35. If I wanted to do time, I could do half an hour plus 5 minutes. If I wanted to do another adding problem or break it into its place value, I could think of it as 30, because remember that 3 is 3 tens, plus 5, because it's 5 ones. There's infinite number that you could add here. Pay close attention to what the problem says. It'll specify how many you need to add. So I want you to try one. Here I have a name collection box. There's a couple of these names that don't fit. Remember the steps that we have. Solve each one of these equations to figure out what they equal. Find the most common answer and write it in your name collection box. Cross off the ones that don't make sense. And then I would like you to try to add at least 4 more. Please solve this problem on a whiteboard. You're going to pause the video and then start it again when you're ready to check your answer. Go ahead and pause now. Okay, welcome back. You're ready to check your answer. First, we need to figure out what each one of these equal. 2 dozen is 12 plus 12, which is going to give us 24. Amazingly enough, we have the exact same thing here. 2 dozen, 12 plus 12, which is also 24. Then we have 2 plus 4, which gives us 6. We have 20 plus 4, which gives us our 24. I'm guessing you're starting to see a pattern. 6 times 4, well, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. That's 4 groups of 6, so that'd be another 24. And then 30 minus 16. You have to be careful here. You can't say 3 minus 1 is 2 and 10 minus 6 is 4 and get your 24. Really, 30 minus 16, if you do your borrowing correctly, is going to end up giving you 14. Close, but not what we want. So looking for a pattern, I noticed that the number 24 came up several times. That's going to be the name of this box. You should have crossed off then 2 plus 4, because remember it's not really a 2 and a 4, it's the 2 tens, which is your 20, and then your 4 ones, which is your 4. And then also this 30 minus 16 was incorrect. Now if you paid close attention to the directions, I say that you needed to add 4 more. My 4 probably won't be the same as you, but you need to double check that you did indeed add 4 more. They might have been money, like dime, dime, or dime, dime, penny, 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 That'd be 10/24, or you could have even done something like quarter minus 1. You could have done something with time. 24 is the number of hours in a day. You could have done something with subtraction where you would have done it correctly, in which case it wouldn't be 30 minus 16, but 30 minus 6. So hours in a day. I just need one more here because I said I needed to have 4. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that correction here. Instead of 30 minus 16, I'm going to do 30 minus 6. Now, like I said, my answers probably are not the same as yours, so you need to take a minute, double check the ones that you had to make sure that they really equal 24. If you were able to follow all of those directions and find that the name of this box was 24, you can go ahead and move on to the celebration. If not, you need to go ahead and watch this video again.